Hi everyone, I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Today is most likely to be something of our second last video of this content. Today we are going to talk about step-by-step research strategies. What do you need when you're going to do your research? How do you start doing your research? That is very important. That's one of the key points in your research. So when we talk about the step-by-step strategies, the first thing you have to do when you're going to do your research, you have to formulate your topic. What do you want your research to be about? What is that you want to do? Maybe let me say you have it for study purpose, you have it just, you want it to be just, or you have it, I don't know how I'm supposed to say it, but you want it to be something so special. You want it to be something you can, let me say, something that will prove what you're doing. So the first thing you're going to do, oh, I'm not really seeing my slide. So the thing we're going to do is, let me just talk about it. When you're going to do your research, you're going to make sure you create a topic, get a topic that is in line with what you're going to do. Of course, I mean, like when you're going to do research about malaria, I personally, everyone will expect to find things about malaria. And you'll find some people, they do a research, their topic is having malaria, but you go down, you get their references having pollination, having Boba accident. So you get like the title is not rhyming with the references. That makes your work wrong. So your title will be rhyming with the references. So after getting your topic, what do you need to do? You're supposed to start, you're doing your research in northern Uganda, you're going to start globally. You need to know how what you're doing the research about is affecting the whole world. You go to Europe, you go to Asia, you go to South, you go to everywhere. After there, you keep declining, you keep coming down, narrowing up to where you reach your point of study, up to where you're going to reach northern Uganda. That's when you'll be like, yeah, you know how it's happening in America, you know how it's happening in central Uganda, you know how it's happening everywhere. So when someone asks you questions about that, you'll be able to answer. So that's about getting the topic and the order you're supposed to follow. So you're supposed to know what are the keywords in my topic. Let me say you're saying malaria effects and causes in Uganda. So you're going to see what are my keywords. So my keywords are malaria, effects, and causes. Those are the keywords. In Uganda, it's not a keyword. So that's about how you follow your research. So you first get the title, you get the keywords, you get to know like you're doing it globally, you're doing it in other countries before you reach where you're basing or where you're focusing. So doing it in the other countries or places just makes you have that knowledge, that wide knowledge of what you're talking about. After doing all this, where do you get your information from? The sources. You're going to go to Google. When you go to Google, that's when you go to Google Scholars. From Google Scholars, you're going to feed in your data, what you're looking for. Let me say malaria effects and causes in northern Uganda. So you're going to type that, but before you first type in USA or in Europe, you first type and you know how malaria is working out that side, its effects. So That's what you're going to do from Google Scholars. You're not going to do from Google, but you're going to do from Google Scholars, and you get published articles. You get them. So you look for the article you want, and yeah, you read that one. If it's in line with what you want, so you can proceed with it. So in the next videos, I'm going to show you how you're going to download these articles from Google Scholars, how you're going to have your articles in your, let me say, on your gadget. Yeah, so that's how you're going to download it. So I request you to all come in the next video so that we can together improve on our research. So thank you so much. I remain Akuyashwin Jovian. I'll be so glad to meet you in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye. We meet again next time. I teach you how you download your articles. So that will be so important for you. Don't miss out on this page. I love you guys so much. Thank you.